Yeah, I think it certainly is a league where a lot of teams prefer probably to be away from home. But for me, it's nah. Our supporters have been brilliant. I thought Saturday they were excellent, and and they're staying with us, which is important. But that's the type that the Reading supporters are. They'll support their club, and I know many grounds that you could go to under something like this here. And even though I'm only new into it, and you still have the association with the run, of course, because you're now the manager. So, but no, as you say, the players they've got a fresh approach. We are trying to be different at home and away, but certainly at home we're having to be more patient with our game, but still playing with good intensity in our passing and looking to create chances. And I think as each game has gone on, we're starting to do that. So I'll always prefer to play at home for sure, because it's one where you have your own people behind you. The pitch is terrific, and it won't take us long, I'm sure, before we can really exploit that, because I want it to be the longest 90 minutes of the opponent's life. And you see from Saturday's game against Doncaster are a team that have dominated every team they've played this year in possession, but we were better than them with the ball, which is great, and which is a great marker how we're going. Now what we must turn that into, which I know over the period will happen, is to make that domination count. So in terms of controlling and dominating games, we're getting better. Defensively, we're looking solid. Our pressing is very, very good. Tactically, the players are thinking about the game, and now we just turn all that real positive stuff into wins. And once we do that, then we'll be hard to beat.
Where do you see Cardiff's main threat coming from? What have you talked about this week?
Well, looking at obviously Bothroyd come back into the team. He's a big reference point for the team, and obviously Chopper up front. Standard 4-4-2. We'll work hard. We've played a couple of games this season against teams that have good movement, Swansea and obviously Doncaster Saturday. So they're a non-standard setup in the organisation, and obviously teams the higher level you go are more like that. But we come against teams obviously in this league where it's pretty much a standard 4-4-2, direct in the build-up. And I think Cardiff, we get two front guys that can cause a problem, with Bothroyd and obviously Chopra, so no, there'll be a threat. Dave's a terrific manager and has done well there. As I said, I travelled to the game, and it was a close game between them and Newcastle.
They're going to bring a few fans as well, so you're hoping for a bit of a fiery atmosphere. It normally is. I guess you sort of see the match on Boxing Day last year, I think it was, when Federici scored.
Yeah, well, hopefully we won't need to rely on the goalkeeper to score again. But no, I was aware. I knew that Cardiff had played well in that game. No, the old M4 derby, as it's known, is one that has always brought a real good game, and I'm sure it'll be no different on Wednesday night. We're just champing at the bit really to get. I think we're simmering at the moment. And some of our play, the fans are staying with us, which is very important, and I'm sure they'll continue to do that. And as I said, once we click into place, which it's a work in progress really, and it should make for a good game. So we'll fight on Wednesday to get that win, which will be great for the supporters as well as the players.
Do you read much into the league table this time of the season? Because I know Steve Poppy used to say that he never looked at it. I don't know how many games to say he wouldn't bother.
He just said he never looked at it. Top the table, and he said he didn't.
No, but I think it's one that doesn't concern me at the moment. I think if we're into March or April, we're 6 games in. We haven't been spectacular, but we've shown really good signs of progress, which is good. We don't want to be too far adrift, of course, but you have all had the experience here in the last couple of years. You can be as far ahead as you want in January. Doesn't guarantee you nothing. I just want to make sure that we're making progress. Our game will develop and will get better as the season goes on. The mentality in the players is very strong, and as long as we're up there January, February, around it, then when we do hit the run, we'll be, it's important then that we can really kick on. So no, I don't really focus on it too much. It's probably more for supporters and guys. You see, you can go 1 win or 2 wins and all of a sudden you're in the top 6. It doesn't guarantee you great form, but I think for us, we want to be up there and up around it, which for sure we will be.